Hey you guys, welcome back to Brave Designs, where we talk about all things fashion, everything from design to style. Today we are talking about one of my favorite shops right now, which is ThredUP, the largest online thrift store. They have such a wide variety of clothing at amazing prices, and the experience is so personalized. But I wanted to kind of break it down and show you guys how I've found how to revamp my wardrobe with ThredUP and do it in a fun and easy way. So I'm going to give you guys some quick tips to make sure that you're taking your ThredUP shopping to another level. The first tip that I have is create an account and download the app. You will have a much better experience on ThredUP when you're using the mobile app. It has so many more features that allow for a more seamless shopping experience and just a better browsing experience when you're just trying to get a better overview of things. For example, if you are on a web browser looking at the site, when you're looking at the list of products, you can't scroll through each product kind of like a quick shop. You have to go into each product to then see the other view. Whereas when you're on the mobile app, you can sift through the product listing main page, and when you look at an item, you can scroll to see the two looks of the two views of the item, which I've found is a lot more helpful. Also, when you're creating an account, you have more access to the favorites feature, which allows you to essentially make a save list of the items that you want to look at in the coming days, coming hours, whatever it may be, as you're narrowing down your search. So this is tip number one to start your shopping experience. Then tip number two is set your sizes. This is going to ensure that you are looking at things that will fit you. You don't want to be sifting through things. The worst feeling ever is when you're looking at a site and you're sifting through and you're like, oh, I love this piece. You go to the listing and your size isn't available. That's the most frustrating thing when you're shopping online. So do yourself a favor, set your sizes for all of the categories: clothing, pants, dresses, tops, and shoes. That'll really help you to create that perfectly customized experience. Tip number three is really explore the available filters that they are offering to you. This will help to allow you to prioritize what you're looking for in an item. For example, the things that I prioritize, if I am looking at dresses, I go in to the dress category and then I filter by style. So I typically like to look at maxi or midi dresses. And then from there, I categorize by color, by material. You can do by condition, among other things, but that filter allows you to prioritize what's most important to you, and you will see that in the filtered results. So definitely examine those filters because it gives you what you're looking for. It really breaks it down. It's rather impressive. I've never seen a filter like that, so definitely check that out. Do your homework. Tip number four is take advantage of that favorites feature. When I'm shopping, I don't want to make such a commitment right away with adding it to the cart. I want to press that heart button so that I can go back after all is said and done. Maybe I'm like, I've looked enough. I think I've seen enough. I've favorited a few things. Now I want to go back and look at those favorites. And then I want to start really delving into what I've favorited. But just having that list of favorites, it's kind of like bookmarking things, bookmarking pages of a book with awesome quotes that you don't want to forget. That's what I equate it to. It's not exactly the same, but think about it like that if you're a book lover. So favorite favorite your items because it'll help you in the long run. Piggybacking off of that favorites feature, tip number 5 is save your searches. So if I'm looking for something extremely specific, if I am looking for Moschino high-heeled shoes in a size 9, and I'm not seeing something that I like, but I know that I like Moschino shoes, I want to receive alerts about new pieces that have come to ThredUP that they've now listed that fit into that specific criteria. This is something that I think a lot of reselling companies or thrifting companies that are online are now offering to their customers, because they realize that it's kind of like a personal shopping experience where a personal shopper will be like, hey, we just got this in. I know that you love this style. It's in your size. Do you want it? You're getting like a first look at what's coming in, which is awesome. I love that feature so much. And especially if it's in your size, knowing that it's in your size, you have a perfectly curated list consistently notifying you. It's really awesome. So tip number 5, save your searches. So this is something that I personally do in my shopping endeavors. Now that I've saved all my favorites, I go back, I double back. I'm done shopping, I've saved my favorites, I double back to that list of favorites, and I really start narrowing them down, because I can't get everything. You can't always get everything on your list. So taking a second look at my favorites is a really important step for me, because then I really start looking at the condition of the item, the materials again. I really look at the pictures. I zoom in to see if there's any visible damages that they may not have seen. And I also take that time to do a little bit more research. I look at who the brand is, and I look at comps on other sites, because we don't want to be overcharged or spending more than we need to on something that may not be worth that. So I have another video with tips on how to shop with integrity, and that's kind of what I do at this stage, which is step number 6. At this stage, I tend to do some more research on the pieces that I'm looking at and figure out whether I want to have that piece in my wardrobe based on the history of the brand that is being resold, or reviews of a certain product, how it fit, etc., etc. Tip number 7, the 7th and final step, is add to your cart. With ThredUP, you have a timer essentially. Now, at certain sale periods, they may reduce the timer to make you pull the trigger a little faster, but on a typical day, you have 24 hours to figure out whether or not you want to actually purchase something that is in your shopping cart. Everyone knows that the secondhand shopping market is a gamble. What you see one day may not be there the next. And especially when things are one of a kind, that feeling of, oh no, I'm gonna miss out on it, it's real. I won't lie to you, it is real. However, when you add to your cart, you're saving it for 24 hours. You can sit on it for 24 hours or less. You have that ability to kind of control what you want, and it's really helpful. It's a really helpful feature to know that you have that in your cart. You have 24 hours to think about it, and after the 24-hour mark, it goes back out into the listings. So, when we wait, it's the risk we take. If it'll be there the next day, it's just the risk we take. But adding to the cart allows you to take your time, maybe do that research of step 6, doing your research on the items, and then eventually pulling the trigger. Those are my 7 quick tips on how to shop with ThredUP. I highly recommend the site. I love it for a sustainable shopping experience. They've got great prices, they've got good conditioned materials and pieces. I love the site, especially when times are changing. We may not feel as comfortable going out into stores as we used to. This is a helpful way of shopping sustainably from your home. I hope this was a helpful video for you guys. If you like this video, press that like button, subscribe to see more videos like this, but make sure to turn on that notifications bell because they tend to throw in some unique videos every week. Every Thursday I hold a Try It On Thursday video, so stay tuned for that. Comment below with any thoughts you have. If you guys have different tips that you follow, please feel free to share because this is just kind of a helpful video that for anyone who needs it, it should be there. As I always say, be bold, be beautiful, be brave, be you, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.